Hey guys, as you can tell, we're doing a new TV show based out of Brewerton here, and we want to have a little bit of fun with it. Nobody's been ice fishing much, so we want to go ahead and have a contest online. We want you to start thinking about it and thinking about some of your best from the past. So in the comments of the video we posted from today, we'd like you to post your best ice fishing picture. Here's the beauty of it. Once you've got that up, whoever gets the most likes between now and Monday is going to win a free entry into the 2019 Winter Classic. All right, so post away, go back through your memory, have some fun with it. We'll see you on Monday. Hey folks, Rob Graffito here from Bartel Road Bait and Tackle. It is Friday, January 11th, 2019. And for the first time, we've actually got a little bit of hope that Mother Nature is going to become right again, at least as far as January in Central New York goes. Only here could we be in the boats out in front of Sylvan Beach last Saturday, vertically jigging for perch and walleyes on January, what would that be, the 4th? And today we've got 9-degree temperatures and the whole lake is starting to lock up. Only here, folks. We all know that. If you live here, you know that. So those of you that pull your boats out, probably a good time to put them back away. It looks like we're going to be cold for a while, and that's exactly what we've been waiting for. My phone hasn't stopped. It's been going crazy for a couple days now with people asking me what I think, what do you think, how about Big Bay? One thing I'm going to tell you all right now, I know you're excited. I know that this cold came in on Thursday, and I've actually had some calls of people thinking, oh, by the weekend. No, I'm not going to say by the weekend. Please be a little more patient with Oneida. Give it some time. I do think it's fair to think we'll be on soon, but just not yet. If you want to fish this weekend, and I'm sure you do because it is cold, I would head north. We're hearing a lot of positive response coming from Black Lake and the Thousand Islands region, Lake of the Isles, Goose Bay, Eel Bay, Chippewa Bay, Red Lake, Perch Lake, Piseco Lake. We're hearing all kinds of great information coming from the Adirondacks and the St. Lawrence region. So if you want to go this weekend, I would say get on out there. Head up north. Make some phone calls. Call Chapman's up on Black Lake. Get a first-hand report from them. Call Thousand Islands Bait Shop. They're not going to lead you wrong. But as far as Oneida goes, guys, just please be a little bit more patient. Give this lady enough time to do her thing. We did get some snow yesterday. I don't know how much of it is on the ice on the west end. The east end looks pretty clean. But just be patient. Don't run out there and get too excited because we don't want any tragedies this year. Quite honestly, I'm happy there hasn't been any yet. I was almost sure there was going to be. So we're living on a prayer, and I think that's a great thing. Let's keep it that way. So as far as going forward, well, it's that time that we've all been waiting for. It's time, if you haven't already done it, get your gear ready. Get your shelters out. Make sure the mice didn't get them. Make any adjustments you're going to make. Get the Smitty going. Tune up your sleds, your four-wheelers. Break out the rods, put new line on. It's time to go. We're fully stocked on bait for this weekend. I have orders coming in just about every day going forward into next week of items. If there's something you need, let me know. We're going to get it. Other than that, let's just have an awesome start. Like I said, Dan made me put the phone on vibrate because the dang thing just won't shut up. And that's a great thing. Absolutely love it. The temporary number for us is still 315-675-0602. Once we get all of our wires running here and they get us hooked up, our old number will be back on. So until then, 315-675-0602. Now, we have a special guest today. One of the things that I pride myself at Bartel Road Bait and Tackle is promoting local baits, local manufacturers, guys who put a lot of thought and energy into putting out great lures for you and me, the fisherman. I'd like to introduce you to Doug Knittel here. He pronounces the K because he's a stubborn German. I found that out today. Doug is the owner of One Last Cast Lures. I've been carrying them for, about a year now?
About 2 almost.
About 2, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it all runs together. So his first offering that you all got to see was called the Atomic Lice. Tell me about the lice. Where did this come from? Where's the idea?
Me and one guy found the mold, and we just couldn't resist it. And the legs move so easily. You could literally set the rod down and just let the legs do the work.
What, in your opinion, does this little dude, what does this represent?
Really, a scud, a little freaking grub in the water. Could even mimic, small nymphs, mayflies, even possibly.
Like a mayfly larva,
Yeah.
or a
To a
shrimp
point.
hatch.
Yeah, shrimp hatch would be more like it, but a scud really is ideal for the way that moves and plays in the water.
This is a microplastic.
It's only 3/4 of an inch long. All the legs move without the slightest touch. I mean, it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, they're pretty. It's finesse. The other thing I like about the lice is depending on what you fish it on, as far as a head goes, they cause a lot of resistance in the water. So you can make this on a light enough head fall extremely slow. And when you've got a finicky bite, in a lot of cases, this can really, really make the difference. This is almost an ant head. It's a horizontal presentation or vertical presentation, but it sort of gives you an idea of how the legs lay out. And another thing about this bait that's so neat, like so many of your other microplastics, you can adjust it. If you want it to fall a little bit quicker, peel a couple legs off. All right, people don't think about that. This one's missing some legs over here. It shows you how simple it is to do that. It's pretty much that simple, and all of a sudden you have a different bait. People tend to think, okay, this one doesn't work. They peel it off, they throw something else on, and they keep going. But in a lot of cases, a lot of these microplastics, you can actually customize on the ice and make a different presentation just by doing something as simple as removing some legs. So what else we got?
Well, our newest bait is the bloodworm, which is
Ooh.
quite small.
It's the first time I'm seeing this in person, guys.
Euro Tackle has one that's smaller than that they only sell in red, and I wanted to be able to sell it in glow-in-the-dark colors and other stuff. We got our hands on that mold. It even has the little legs at the end, just like a bloodworm.
I was going to say those look like antennae.
Yeah.
That's a big word.
Yeah.
So again, what would your preference be as far as a presentation be with that bait?
You could just tip it on a jig head or a ice jig and let it dangle. It has the movement just like a bloodworm in the water, which was the other nice thing that we liked when I was looking into it. I've done them this way. I've tipped them just straight.
Oh, so you've got it set so it almost stands straight up.
Yeah. But if you do it on a straight jig head, it would literally wiggle slightly different, more like a tailing.
Okay. So, I mean...
It could vary. You could put it on a hook with a split shot and let it dance.
when I look at that bloodworm, to me, that screams perch.
Yeah.
It screams perch all over
Yep.
it. Right now, you've got a hook. Is that a tungsten head?
No, that's just a lead head.
It's a lead head?
Yep.
Look at that profile, though, folks. You get that thing down in that deeper water, down to where you can actually feel it, and then it's just gonna pulsate. Yep. It's not gonna stop.
And it jigs and it flexes differently than your wiggle tails that we do that has more wiggle. This is a little bit stiffer due to its design, which makes it nice because you can do different appearances with it and approaches depending on weight.
When you're ice fishing, Doug, what do you like to target? What's your fish of choice?
Probably perch.
Perch?
Mostly, yeah. If I go on Big Bay, I'm trying to target either perch, panfish, crappie.
But you would say
I prefer perch.
You prefer perch. See, for me, I love bluegills and crappies. Do I enjoy catching perch? Yes, I do. 100%. Yep. I've put the lice to work in Big Bay on some pretty nice crappies. There's not many jigs that you can't put that on. I got excited about that the first time I ever saw it because it screamed crappie bait to me. And there's nothing like getting a big paper mouth through the ice, especially when you got to fold them through the hole.
The first ice season I had those, people weren't catching on Big Bay, and they were asking me as we were coming in. I was like, oh yeah, I got a bunch of small ones, but they didn't have the lice. I was catching them on the lice, or I was catching them on a couple other plastics I used, but they weren't.
So that's a great question. What is in your opinion, live bait versus plastics? Pros, cons? When do you go to plastics?
I usually go jig head first on the first hole I drill starting out, and then I will drill a second hole and start a plastic just to see. If they're saying they're working on plastics because people are saying they are, then I might start with the plastics, but I vary from time to time.
See, I got to tell you, I honestly have gotten to the point now where I'm plastic first and then live bait if I can't get them to go. A very wise man, a former ice team guy by the name of Dan Fox and Jim Tupper, the two of them, took me out on Big Bay about 15 years ago, and they were literally kicking my butt. I got so frustrated, I walked over, flipped open the one shack, and I said, what in the heck are you doing that I'm not? He looked right at me and said, hey, bass boy, what do you fish all summer long? I said, well, plastics. He goes, right. And then he opened up his box and showed me his assortment of microplastics. And it sort of hit me right between the eyes. I went, wow, I have been closed-minded to this all along. I mean, we all do it. Everybody in the summertime, you go out there, you find people fishing a cubby under a bobber for crappies.
Yep.
You know, fishing a Soko for bluegills, fishing, Senko for bass, fishing swim baits for walleyes. So it's a natural crossover to me that when we're in the ice in the winter and the fish's metabolism is slowed down, we're downsizing anyway. So just a downsized plastic absolutely makes sense. It's beyond me that more people haven't picked up on it, but it's starting to really become more and more popular.
I think I catch more on the plastics when I just drop it down and set the rod.
So
especially on the atomic lice, with the dead stick,
yep.
Because the tails still, all the legs still wiggle while you're walking away from it.
I've actually had some really good success with your atomic lice on an upstroke.
Yeah.
I've actually, if I can get them up on my Vex to be looking at it, I find out that if I can snap it up quick and actually just quiver it back down, I get a lot of strikes that way. And I think part of that, and all I ever really do is lay my finger on my blank and tap it as I'm lowering it. And the thing just undulates.
Nice.
That's a good word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Undulates.
I use the white atomic lice right into April.
Yeah.
I fish those right down a 9 Mile Creek, and the trout go crazy.
Trout?
Yeah, with a jig head, just regular, 132nd ounce, 164th ounce jig head, cast it, and just let it drift and bounce off the bottom.
So what you're telling me is you don't just fish microplastics for just bluegills.
Oh, I never just fish them for ice season. They go in my bag all year. All year.
Think about that, folks. That's one of the things you'll see is when it comes to microplastics, a lot of your standard ice fishing jigs will get put away come summertime. My microplastics never do because they're so versatile. You can fish them for so many different types of fish all year round. It's a 365-day fishery. So, what's in the future for you? What do you see?
More colors. Might have another mold for the summer. Possibly towards bigger bass kind of orientation.
Really?
Oh,
got my attention.
It's going to be slim, but we're still working on seeing how we want to go about that one.
Okay.
But we're definitely pushing more colors for the spring. We're going to do more the fluorescent greens, pinks, orange. We got a mortar oil color that's going to be coming out.
Mortar oil's hot.
We're working on like an insect red that looks more green to red kind of deal for the bloodworm, especially since we have some customers really eager to look at that one just for ice season alone, not even for spring and summer.
Let me tell you something, folks. This dude's brain's always working. There are times where my phone goes bing, 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 and all he's talking about is different ideas. And I'm like, dude, they sound great. Poor baits. So that's I will say this. I'm going to have a little fun with you on this one because you have something in common with a lot of the other local bait makers. You guys are like always thinking. There's always something new coming. It's like, guys, you just got something great. Build me more. Make me more. So, but no, your product is awesome. We've been selling it now for a while. Come on in, folks. I'm about to load up again. I've got atomic license stock. I'm going to have some of the bloodworms. I have some other items from Doug in here. And he's a lot deeper than that. If you're a fly fisherman, you should check him out online. He ties some amazing flies. It's kind of his thing. Not mine, but his, definitely.
Oh, yeah. So, do flies, lures, spinner, and buzzbaits I'm working on, too.
Oh, that's right. Stuff. I forgot about that. Yep. For last summer, a line of spinner baits and buzzbaits came out. I fished his spinner bait all fall long, and I had a great success on it. As a matter of fact, last